as majority of the people, majority of the human being is broadly depends on natural ecosystem. But artificial ecosystem, nowadays due to population increase, everything, human beings are creating their own ecosystem, individual ecosystem. Best example is the cropland, agricultural ecosystem. Natural ecosystem broadly divided into terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem is the ecosystem present on the earth surface. Earth surface, terrestrial ecosystem broadly divided into forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and desert ecosystem. Suppose if we are going to forest ecosystem to desert ecosystem, in the forest ecosystem, canopy is rich, living beings, biotic and then abiotic components also rich. Number of population in each and every level, including producers, consumers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, every level is level of population is highly enriched. More, including abiotic factors, nutrition of the soil, everything. Grassland ecosystem, only small grass and then small shrubs is available. There is no large plants are available in grassland ecosystem. Hence, in the grassland ecosystem, there is no large animals are present. At the same time, population is decreased from forest ecosystem to grassland ecosystem. In each level, each tropic level population also decreased. If we are going to the desert ecosystem, abiotic factors also changes. Suppose if we are taking temperature in the forest ecosystem and grassland ecosystem as well as it is regulated by the plants, but in the desert ecosystem temperature is too high, rainfall is too low. At the same time, here population also different levels, at different tropic levels population also very less. Producers, because of high temperature and less rainfall, producers also very small cactus like plants, only desert plants only available. This is the terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem broadly classified into forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and desert ecosystem. Now we are moving to the aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem is further classified into lentic and lotic ecosystem. Lentic means slow or motionless water is available. Lentic aquatic ecosystem is best example for lentic aquatic ecosystem is ponds, lakes, etc. Here water is not moved, washed out. As per Latin, lentic means slow or motionless. Lotic means washed out. It means running. Best example for lentic water system is the ponds, lakes, small reservoirs like that. But reservoirs are coming into the artificial ecosystem because it is made by human being. Running ecosystem. That is best example. Water is flowing, water is washing, water is moving from one place to other place. Rivers, streams, oceans, etc. Running ecosystem further divided into freshwater ecosystem, estuaries. Actually, aquatic ecosystem is further divided into freshwater ecosystem, estuaries and saltwater. Even though ponds, lakes also freshwater and then some situations saltwater also available, but there is no estuary in lentic. Estuary is formed only in the running water ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystem is what the best example for freshwater ecosystem is rivers. Rivers in the sense majority of the rivers are potable water. Riverine water is the drinkable water. That's why it's known as a freshwater ecosystem. Salt water, oceans, seas are saltwater ecosystem. Salt in between freshwater and saltwater. Suppose best example, whenever final destiny of the river is to entering of the ocean or sea. Finally, wherever river flowing from birthplace to end place is somewhere, it is submerged into the ocean. Whenever fresh water or riverine water enter into the salt water, that is known as estuaries, estuary ecosystem. Here see, because from the river, fresh water is there, from the ocean, salt water is there. Because of large difference in the salt water and fresh water, all the living beings may not survive. In between fresh water and salt water, estuaries are formed for survival of living being. If we are taking one example, fish, riverine fish, river water fish is different, freshwater fish is different, saltwater fish is different. River water fish can sustain in the river only, it may not sustain in the salt water. If through fast movement of the riverine water, living beings also fastly enter into the next wherever water will move. At that situation, they may not stand out even within 1 hour also. That's why in between fresh water and salt water, river wherever submerged into the ocean, at that place small ecosystem is formed in between two fresh water and salt water. That is the estuary ecosystem, estuarine ecosystem. So these are the types of ecosystem. Actually, why we have to divide all these ecosystem into further classifications? Why we have to divide? In the sense, each and every, like terrestrial ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem also plays vital role in the maintaining of the food web and food cycle, balancing of the ecosystem, including artificial ecosystem also. In the artificial ecosystem, if suppose natural ecosystem, if suppose forest is taking in the natural ecosystem or grassland is taking as a natural ecosystem example, they naturally, I'm giving the example for the balanced ecosystem. Even forest is in a full-fledged manner or grassland is in full-fledged manner. That everything biotic and abiotic factors are continuously regulated. In artificial ecosystem also, suppose artificial ecosystem, why I am taking to the cropland ecosystem or agricultural ecosystem in a sense, suppose all the farmers, irrespective of states or irrespective of country, all the farmers, if only cultivated rice, what will happen? There is no other foods. There are no fruits. There are no other vegetables like that. That's why artificial ecosystem also maintain balanced as per our requirements. Artificial ecosystem is for our requirement only. We are preparing. We are creating artificial ecosystem. Otherwise, if there is no population, rich population, in ancient period only depends on the forest. In the forest itself, whatever food and then vegetables are available, what are the fruits available, they only people searching for that and then they are eating. But nowadays, food culture, everything is different. differentiated. That's why artificial ecosystem, majority of the forest land is converted into the agricultural land. Majority of the forest land is converted into the agricultural land as an artificial ecosystem. If artificial ecosystem also not balanced, that is also problem. At the same time, if artificial ecosystem will be more, what will be happen? What will be the problem? There is no balancing up. If forest is there, everything is regulated. All the cycles, including water cycle, then carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, every abiotic factors and biotic factors are mutually coexist. Biological order and then physical order will be coexist. If in the artificial ecosystem, I am quoting one example for your visualization. Only we are cultivating in the artificial ecosystem in the land, but there is no proper balancing of the abiotic factors. Especially in abiotic factors also, artificial ecosystem, water lagging is observed. At the same time, sometimes salinity is formed. Everything, nutrition will be less. No perfect humus is formed. Everything will be problem. At the same time, in the natural ecosystem, each and every living being can exist, can survive in the nature as well as. But in the artificial ecosystem, majority of the wildlife will be explored. Majority of the wildlife exploited. Their population will be decreased. Simple example, if natural ecosystem is there, many elephants and then naturally and tigers and then lion, wolf, jackal, everything will be surviving in the forest ecosystem. If we are taking artificial ecosystem, all these living beings will be destroyed. And I mean, their population will be decreased due to artificial ecosystem. That's why we have to balance the natural ecosystem. We have to preserve the natural ecosystem. We have to conserve the natural ecosystem. Now, if we are first, you can see what are the differences between terrestrial ecosystem. I mean, in the terrestrial ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, pond ecosystem, and then ocean ecosystem. We are taking only comparing the different kinds, food chains of different kinds of ecosystems. If suppose we are taking grassland ecosystem, primary producer is the grass. Pond biome, pond or lake, algae are the primary producers. Ocean biome, phytoplanktons are the producers. Suppose if you got the question, what are the producers in the pond biome? If we are getting the multiple choice answers, grass, algae, phytoplankton, plants, what are the producers? You have to listen to it. What are the producers in the pond ecosystem? Answer is algae. All are producers. Grass also producer, algae is producer, phytoplanktons and then plants also producers. But for particular biome, particular ecosystem, producers may slightly differ, slightly change. That's why I am comparing grassland ecosystem with pond and then ocean ecosystem. How producers, primary consumers will be changed. Primary consumers, if grassland ecosystem, if we are taking grasshopper, more or less forest ecosystem also like this food chain will be, we can observe. Then riverine ecosystem also like this. So here in the primary consumers in the pond ecosystem is the mosquito larvae, small larvae, small insects directly which are depends on the algae. In the ocean biome, zooplanktons. Phytoplanktons are producers, zooplanktons are primary consumers. First I will go from grassland ecosystem, producers to consumers. Grass, producers, primary consumers are grasshopper, secondary consumer are rat, and then tertiary consumer is snake, quaternary consumer is hawk. I mean, I am taking one example, one food chain, not food web I am taking. Okay, just for easy differentiation. In the aquatic ecosystem, especially pond ecosystem, producers are always mosquito larvas. Larvas are primary consumers. Dragonfly are larvas, other larvas, secondary consumers, which are depends on the mosquitoes. Mosquito larvas, I mean tadpoles, small tadpoles also from frog. Then tertiary consumers, fish. Then quaternary consumer in the pond ecosystem, and the raccoons, and then everything. These birds also, quaternary consumers in the pond ecosystem. Crane, it depends on the fish like that. If we are moving to the ocean biome, ocean ecosystem, phytoplanktons. What is the difference between? I mean, suppose pond biome and then ocean biome, pond ecosystem and then ocean ecosystem. Pond ecosystem may not move. I mean, water may not move. Water is stagnated at restricted to one particular area. That's why algae, rich amount of algae is there. But in the ocean biome, ocean ecosystem, water is flowing fastly. That's why, I mean, algae that is flowing. Water is flowing, water is running. That's why phytoplanktons are producers in the ocean biome. Primary consumers are zooplanktons. Secondary consumers, fish, small fishes. Then tertiary consumers are seal, whale, like that. Finally, quaternary consumers are white shark. See, what is the difference here to here? Pond ecosystem, in the surroundings, there is a lot of terrestrial ecosystem is availability of terrestrial ecosystem is there. Pond ecosystem is very limited area, but ocean ecosystem or river ecosystem is a large area. At the same time, water is moving fastly. Even though in some situations, some occasions, birds also act as a quaternary consumers here too, but major is shark, whales, like that. These are the quaternary consumers. These are the different food chains. Food chains also, changes. Particular, even though in the pond ecosystem, place to place, these producers and consumers may be changed. The ocean ecosystem also. Somewhere some particular population is rich, some particular species is rich, somewhere some particular population is poor. If suppose if we are taking forest, different kinds of forests are there, temperature forest, temperature deciduous forest, like that. Depends on the abiotic factors and then climatic conditions. Not we are fixing one particular producer, consumers, but these are differentiate, changing from place to place. But this is the sample food chains I am explaining to you. If we may not balance food chain and then ecological pyramid, as well as entire ecosystem will be degraded. Entire ecosystem will be degraded in the sense ecosystem is damaged, and then there is a lot of competition occurs if there is no maintenance of proper ecological pyramid, producers to consumers. If there is no balancing of ecological pyramid, proper balancing of the one producers to primary consumers to secondary consumers, like that. That's why there is a lot of importance is there in ecosystem, in the types of ecosystem and their balancing. Otherwise,